Hey everyone, it's Tanya with another Truth Telling Tuesday, and I have our amazing tribe leader Claire Brumell on the line on the video with us today. And actually, we're pre-recording this because it's such a breakthrough, incredible lesson that Claire just learned at the London Gathering. And we just said, oh my God, we have to create a video for the entire tribe to learn from this experience. So Claire, what was the experience? You guys did an activity. So what was the activity and what was the lesson that you got?
Well, the activity involved taking the members of the tribe and saying to them that the scenario was that there was a fire in the room and that everybody has to get out as quickly as possible. But as a process of doing that, there are certain members of the tribe that had certain disabilities, that they had incapacities in some way, shape, or form. So some of the members of the tribe couldn't speak, some of the members of the tribe couldn't see. There was a member of the tribe who couldn't walk, and there was a member of the tribe who was going to be unconscious. And it was really interesting because I hadn't necessarily intended to do that activity today, but it felt like the right thing to do. And it had been set up initially that we were going to draw names out of a hat, but something was just telling me, go with your gut and just say, right, okay, this person's going to be this person's going to be this, and just run with it and see what happens. So we ran the activity, and the tribe worked really well together in the sense that they got everybody out of the room, with everybody except for myself. And I remember looking at the tribe, kind of all doing their thing, getting everyone out of the room, and I turned and I had the woman who was unconscious to get out of the room by myself. And so we completed the exercise. I managed to drag her out of the room by myself, and we got back and sat back all together. And there were a couple of things that were really, really powerful for me. Was that earlier in the day I'd been thinking that, am I really showing up for the tribe? Am I really being present in the way that I need to be in order to get in order to inspire that in the tribe itself? And the answer, when I was really honest with myself, was not really. Actually, I hadn't been showing up in the best way possible, and that if the tribe was going to be successful and was going to thrive, that as the leader, I needed to show up 100% and put my all into it. So at the end of the exercise, when everyone was saying that it had worked really well, and that they thought everyone had worked really well together, and that there hadn't even been much need for conversation because it all worked so well. At which point I stepped forward and said, actually, it's time for me to tell my truth. My truth was that that wasn't my experience, that I felt that I'd been left on my own. I was one of the people who couldn't speak, so I wasn't able to ask for help or request that somebody give me assistance with the unconscious lady. And that had been the experience for me in the exercise, and also that how this exercise plays out is how things happen in the tribe. So what does that mean for the tribe? And it inspired such a powerful conversation that through me putting myself in 100% and telling my truth 100% and being totally honest about it, it inspired amazing breakthroughs, reactions, conversations, and it ended up us having a fantastic conversation, all working together to co-create what the tribe is going to look like and how we can work together. And by having that conversation all together, we came up with solutions, suggestions, ideas that I would never have come up with on my own. And it's the power of the tribe creating the tribe, which was just such an incredible experience for me to be a part of. And I feel very, very blessed that I got to experience that tonight.
Yay! One of the biggest takeaways that I got is you shared how, the shift in what is leadership. So as Tribal Truth is moving into this co-creative leadership space, it's not all having everyone look at the tribe leader or looking at me as the CEO, right? It's like, how do we all look at one another as leaders? How do we all step up and be accountable and responsible instead of expecting one person to be dragging the sled and having all 20 people on the sled, and the tribe leader's like dragging this heavy thing, you know, all these people and all that weight. It's like, how can actually everyone stand up and carry the sled together? So I just think that's so powerful, and what a beautiful way to experience that is by having this activity. And no coincidence that you were the one who was unable to talk. You were the mute disability.
And that was what really kind of came out in the conversation afterwards, was how did the members of the tribe step into their leadership? And actually we came up with the suggestion of each of the members of the tribe leading one of the gatherings, leading the dream fulfillment sessions, and stepping into that leadership so that we all take responsibility for leading the tribe together, rather than being about one person or another. And obviously, as tribe leader, it's my role to kind of be there and hold space and support wherever necessary. But I think that it will become a far more powerful experience when each of the members of the tribe are stepping into that leadership and owning their role in the tribe themselves. So it was a great experience this evening.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, Claire. And for those of you watching, we'd love to hear your comments. What's your relationship with being accountable? What's your relationship with leadership? How are you showing up in your community? Are you expecting someone to lead you, or are you co-creating leadership with your community? We'd love to hear your comments, and we'll see you next week.